Leaving a narcissistic relationship is not easy at all. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I salute anybody who finds the courage to leave a narcissistic relationship, because sometimes people can't get out of it, because it's not easy at all. I had trouble myself leaving a narcissistic relationship, and I found myself many times going back. And there's many reasons why people can't get out of these narcissistic relationships. Narcissistic relationships are like addictive soul ties. It's a toxic addiction with a lot of love bombing, manipulation, gaslighting, discard, different types of abusive behaviors, and a lot more toxic shit. And a lot of times in these relationships, we stay quiet about all the abusive behavior that's going on. And we stay quiet about how we're being treated because we think it's love, and we don't want to see them as a bad person, and we're in denial and blind to all the abusive behavior that's going on. I know for me, I stayed quiet the entire relationship. I never told anyone how I was being treated, and I would only express my feelings to the narcissist because I didn't want to let anyone else in on what was going on and how I was being treated. And so what ends up happening is a lot of times people become codependent with their narcissist, especially people who are empaths or who have low self-esteem or lack of confidence. And then there's other reasons why we stay attached to these narcissistic relationships as well. A lot of times we're afraid to go meet new people. Sometimes we feel like we gave so much of ourselves to a person and share so many personal things with this person, like our bodies, personal secrets, personal trauma, our time, our space, our energy, and things of that nature just to leave the situation. And then we do everything in our power to stay in these narcissistic relationships because of how much of ourselves we gave up to these people. Despite how we're being treated, it's like we're blind to it and don't even care. And sometimes we're afraid of that grueling and hurtful healing process that's to come after the narcissistic relationship. And sometimes we're still in love with the person that we thought they were in the beginning. And so we try to wait for them to change back into the person that we thought they were. But really, that's never who they actually were. And sometimes we feel like we can fix these narcissistic relationships just by staying and fighting for the relationship. But slowly we're just killing ourselves day by day. You have to come to a conclusion that you're just done with all this shit. And you have to finally know your worth and just go no contact. And you have to stick to it. And it's not easy. It's tough. And it's a journey. I myself went no contact. And truth be told, I ended up having a weak and vulnerable moment during my no contact phase. And I ended up going back to the narcissist to find that closure that I never got from them. And honestly, it was the worst mistake I ever made because nothing changed and I never got that closure. It was the same result. And I was disappointed in myself because I knew better and because I was doing so well with my no contact. Just for me to have that weak and vulnerable moment. But then I had to give myself grace though. And I ended up forgiving myself and I restarted my journey back over again. And having to leave that situation, man, that shit still hurts. And it wasn't easy. I still grieve all the abuse, everything. And I also still grieve losing myself. But leaving that situation was the best decision I ever made. Because all the abuse, all the emotional neglect that I felt, all the emotional neglect that I experienced, after how lonely I felt, God ended up showing me my worth, and he ended up showing me all the things that I deserve from a woman. And God ended up taking me out of a situation that he knew wasn't good for me. And he has filled me up with the things that I needed right now. And I'm in such a better place now. But I had to leave that situation for me to get these blessings from God. And to whoever is listening right now, leaving a narcissistic relationship is not easy, but it's possible. And the healing process after it is not easy. It's grueling and it hurts, but it's possible. And it's worth it as well. And you'll get through it. You just gotta stick to it and know your worth.